Yeah, so they're just dead. Man, this is a crazy deck, dude. Guys, I actually think Battle Stance was the right pick, by the way. I think I'm gonna do Quest Druid. I think that's the most interesting to me. Very least, I want to get rolling, and it's the only one that's coming to mind as an obvious choice. Do we ever do Herding Horn? No. Zukara? No. It's probably just Warden's Insight, right? That always feels like the best card to me. Moonbeast is, man, this is kind of an, I've never actually played this card. It's pretty cool, isn't it? Does anybody like keep this alive for a long time? But like Solar Eclipse with some of these damage cards is really cool for the record. Okay, we're gonna do a Moonbeast Quest Druid. Is that insane? 0 mana Solar Eclipses? I don't know, we're doing it, I don't care. it's done. It actually sounds really fun. Let's do an Eclipse deck. I don't know why I searched for Solar instead of just Eclipse. Could have got them both. And then so that's all Dark Moon cards, right? So we're gonna be in Dark Moon, which is fine anyway, because we really like the Corrupt Dark Moon attack card. That one's really, really good if we're doing quest line anyway. So we can get Moontouch Amulet in here. That's great. God, you could even run Greybow if you wanted. We're doing a kind of armor thing. Could maybe see Cenarian Ward doing some work, because that's another card that's great with Solar Eclipse. Armor Vendor is really good as well for armor gain. I don't know if that's worth running though. That seems a little bit shaky. If I do go for a if I go for Greybow, is that gonna get us like an undead guaranteed package, or excuse me, a death rattle package like Mummy Magic? If it does, is that even bad? Because we know we're gonna get some undead or some death rattle-y undead-y cards from Lich King, because we want to run the Lich King cards. So I wonder. I don't know. We got to run Stormwind for quest line, so let's do Lost in the Park and any complementary cards here. Moonlit Guidance is probably pretty good. Park Panther is an attack bonus card. Yeah, that's probably it from Stormwind, isn't it, man? That's not that great. Some armor stuff maybe we could add, but I want to go for Lich King and of course get Rake, because that was the reason we're doing this. I think the question is from Lich King, how many other, like we have two ways to take the deck, right? We can go for an armor gain path, or we can go for a like aggro-y undead path. Like the aggro-y undead path doesn't really support us finishing the quest line, because we're going to want to be hero powering and using our spells for that. So Greybow currently is just kind of a, I don't know, man. Maybe we just cut the Greybow and do this, honestly. I think that's better. We're still going to end up getting some lingering zombies probably at some point, but hopefully we can take the other two sets and dodge it to some extent. Although I also realize I do want Core, because we really need Pounce and Feral Rage. That's probably it from Core. And then Legacy. Is there anything here? Claw. Yeah, Claw is really good. Savagery is kind of like Rake, but not exactly. It's worse. Bite, maybe? Yeah, Bite's fine. It's armor gain, which is the important part. Do we want Brand? He's really, really good with... Brand's not banned yet right now. Really, really good with a lot of the quest reward, and sort of with Kiri, but not exactly, I guess. But pretty good with the quest reward. Yeah, we could do... Yeah, we could run an Ubercon and Idiot. Yes, of course. Like, it's free and it's probably correct. I just kind of hate putting Astalor in every deck, you know, but it's probably correct. What do I cut here then? Cenarian Ward? Man, I sure love Cenarian Ward though. It's so fun with Solar Eclipse. But it's slow, right? It's kind of slow. Let's do Bloodsworn. That's fine. Yeah, we'll still get Cenarian Wards offered in our Dark Moon buckets anyway, so we'll get it back. Guff is banned. Nash is not in the pool. I think that's a Frozen Throne. Oh no, it isn't pool. Frozen Throne. Yeah, now it's in. That's right. We got it this expansion. Kind of. Well, you know, I don't want to add a whole extra expansion into the pool. Is the only downside there. I don't want to draft Frozen Throne cards. I do actually kind of like it better than Bite, to be honest. The odd numbers are a little bit better with our hero power, I think, but I don't want this whole set. We don't need these cards in our buckets. I don't want to have to choose from a Frozen Throne bucket probably. So yeah, no Guff. Guff is banned. All right, let's give this a go. Armor Eclipse, Attack Druid. Armor Attack Eclipse. It's a good, just 3 names. Yeah, Malfurion is good. That is true. I mean, not that much better than our base hero power. Like a little bit, of course, because you can get armor, which is nice, but maybe not that much better than the base hero power, just one extra attack. Since he's so late in the game, right, it would be pretty far along to get only one extra attack. All right, let's see. Early in particular, I think Lost in the Park is going to be really, really good for us. It's just such crazy high damage output. In fact, I probably keep any attack-based cards here early as well, just to make sure we're hitting that as reliably as possible. Can you do Bran and Ubercon combo without Guff? I think in this case, the idea is we'd have enough armor to an Ubercon Bran Astalor, right? Since we're gaining a lot of armor naturally. Not Bran and Ubercon like Astalor stuff. Just a straight up normal Astalor type thing. But of course, just Bran Astalors are good on their own as well, and Bran other things are good on their own as well too. Yeah, Feral Rage here is a waste, but also kind of free if we want to hit the minion, although I don't think we do. Maybe we just attack face. 4, we could go for a Moonbeast just to get something down on board. Solar Eclipse, a body. Yeah, let's save these for a little bit later. Do we ever play the Kiri first? Just to go absolutely insane on the Moonbeast? I don't know, I really want to free Solar into like a Rake or something, right? Just to get a lot more quick damage output. Pounce as well, or Claw, you know, just like play this on 4 and then this on 5 with a bunch of Eclipses and stuff. That seems pretty cool. Boar's already incoming. We're at 16. Like, how quick do we just want to go, right? Like, we could just do this and Lunar this, but I can't squeeze in a Feral Rage with it, so it's really just about developing the 4/6 in that case. Let's do the Kiri then first, I guess. I still love that animation. That's one of the cooler animations in Hearthstone, I think. Subtle, but cool. Hey, Kobe1, thanks for the 100 bits, man. That's nice. A Boar deck, yeah. Bran Boar is very good in duels right now and everywhere. Armor does not help us a ton, but technically could. Although I think they're pretty early to do their Boar stuff, right? I don't know. I think they get better at this later. Mummy magic and such. So we might just be able to, like, you know, honestly, just like Solar Eclipse Moon Touch to this turn and just hit them for 8. And then, I don't know. We got options here. If I go this, if I Lunar this, does my next spell cost 4 less? Does anybody know? Guess we just kill this stuff a little bit, right? How does this work? No, you don't think so? I don't think so either, to be honest, but I wasn't sure. Can't really double the Moon Touch here, can I? Because if I go Solar, that eats the discount of the Lunar, and then this is back to 3, and then the same problem again with this one. So maybe we just go like Feral Rage here into another Lunar Claw. You thought it would? I don't know. It might. Since it's resolving simultaneously, I feel like we should know this. This is a thing that happened fairly often. Back when this was a common card we saw in Standard, but I just don't remember, to be honest. All right, so this sets us up for lethal next turn, basically. Discount or not, we have 8 to face. Plus they have to deal with a Moonbeast, of course. So this should be a good setup regardless. Not overcommitting too much or anything. Elwyn Boar again, Urchin Spines, just to clear. That's gonna be fine, right? Oh, Rancor does deny me a lethal, I guess, though. Back to 16. We'll just go Bite and Hero Power in that case to get our quest reward. Yeah, we didn't have any lethals as it stands here. We're getting close to having enough armor to tank 3 swings of the weapon. Not that they're close yet or anything, but it's actually a thing we could consider. So now Rake Solar Moon Touch would be lethal again at 10. So let's keep that in mind. Explosive Sheep, not particularly relevant for us. Cool. Dude, that felt good. That was cool. Felt really, really fun. I guess we could have also Rake guffed, but I like this more. More fun to use the eclipses we built towards, right? All right. Boy, those are not what we were thinking about, were they? Good Lord. I don't know what the heck to take here. Robes, I mean, it's good on the Lunars. It's good on Rake, actually, I think. Should still give +1 to Rake. Discover, I mean, we literally don't have one, so that's very weird. I don't know how, I still don't... I don't mind the new bucket system as much as most people, but I still hate the passive treasures. I don't know why does it think I want any of these? Where does Floor's lava come from, too? I mean, really, none of these are relevant. I take robes because it has upsides in other spells and druid, but it's really not very good for our deck as it currently stands. All right, here's what you're talking about with the gray bows, right? Getting gray bows and stuff later. So Rake is good. Unending Swarm, not good. Beetlemancy, not very good. Oracle and Wicker Claw are honestly kind of interesting. Oracle is, you know, there's things you can do with Oracle sometimes. Not obvious in our current deck, but Wicker Claw composting, not good. I mean, Moon Touch is great. Gray Bow is certainly fine. I'm a little bit worried if we get Gray Bow, we're gonna get Mummy Magic and have a totally dead passive, but it's okay. And guess the weight's pretty good actually, so I think that's it. Just really worried about that Gray Bow line. Were you just not trying to play anything? Asking generally, what are the factors that make you decide to try out a new/different card game? Well, I try out a lot of card games. People ask me to play card games all the time. As for creating content around them, I have to think that they're going to be a PvP card game, number one, which, you know, most card games I get asked about are like Slay the Spire type, roguelite, single player type stuff. So those don't really meet the content standards for me. I kind of want PvP stuff for content, and I think they need to be long-term support. Like, I think they have to have the potential to be supported over many years, and they have to be fun. And for Marvel Sam in particular, I tried it out, of course, because it was a Ben Brode game and he made Hearthstone, and I couldn't stop playing. So, started making videos. Then I stopped making videos for a little while when they released the worst monetization on Earth. They pulled that out. Monetization is still not great. Still has many problems, but it's not as bad as the Nexus events were, I don't think. So I started again. Fun equals RNG. RNG is fun, but I actually think Snap is probably a far less RNG driven game than Hearthstone. There's less draw variance, number one, because your deck is smaller, so your decks play out much more consistently than Hearthstone, because Hearthstone you're getting, you know, that's kind of depending on whether or not you have a lot of duplicates in your deck, because it's kind of like 15 versus 12. But if you have a lot of legendaries in particular, there's a lot of draw variance in Hearthstone. I don't think Snap's particularly random though. But I like the reason I like Snap so much, I think, is the novelty of the location system. So every game plays out a little bit differently. I guess that's kind of random technically, but certainly allows you to strategically adapt. Okay. I haven't really been loving this hero power on 2 plan, but I think it's technically the way. Really like getting armor against this hero power, of course, so hopefully we can limit any damage they push a little more easily here. I think we'll just go Kiri again on 4. That worked out okay last time. Sets us up pretty nicely. If we get the Moonbeast, if we don't get the Moonbeast, I mean, yeah, you know, if I got a Park Panther and had something to attack, that would be my dream, I guess. It does corrupt the amulet as well, though, which is nice. More corrupt. A Nubricon, huh? Could go for a card draw plus hero power turn here. We need to get an increment that goes above 4 anyway, so maybe that's right. Moonbeast with this hand seems pretty powerful to me, yeah. Nothing to Lunar anyway in this case, so Lunar's not super useful yet. Sure do want to corrupt this before I use it. I'd love that extra 6 armor. Something like a bite right now or a claw would be nice. Just a little bit of extra armor to go with my armor kind of thing. Are they going for attack here, or are they going for armor? Okay. So that kind of shows us they might be thinking about playing this game longer rather than shorter. They're not going to try to race down my armor. They're going to play defensively. Which I think that's okay. we have the kind of long-term armor advantage in that case, I would say. In fact, do we just go Bran here? Deal 4 and get 2 Astalors? I hate that I'm not corrupting again if I do that, so I only thought Kiri's probably better. I think 21 feels safe for now. Let's corrupt this, maybe like solar it next turn and get really far ahead. And we can't really do all this stuff together. Svalna! Oh, that makes me nervous. Is there some kind of wacky combo coming, or is that just a value bomb kind of card for them? I wonder. Oh boy, I don't know. I mean, I do think Rake here with Solar Moon Touch is really nice, whatever the case.
I am a bear of. We own this.
This does not count against both parts of the quest, right? I think the quest does not finish mid-step. No, it doesn't. Okay. Which is definitely a shame. I mean, this part will, but not the 4 overflow. But still happy to clear here. And happy to hit for 10, of course. Just getting that 6/6 out of the way is a really big deal for us. Hey, David S. Pumpkins, thanks for the 24 months, 2 years. It seems like longer, to be honest. I feel like your name is so ingrained. 2 years doesn't seem like long enough. Void Shard face, that's okay. We're gonna win a health race battle, I think, pretty much always. We just have so much depth in that regard. So much armor and so much pressure. Brand quest reward in particular is just big old 16 dump out of nowhere. This turn probably feels like a Moonbeast, I guess, and just trying to farm more eclipses, maybe get some solar eclipses in particular. Moonbeast feels good, by the way. This is the Moonkin deck, right? This is another one. We got 2. How about these eclipses, man? All right, that's a great target for that lunar eclipse, that's for sure. This will let me finish quest line as well. And Astalor, I guess, too, huh? I want an Astalor or just hero power face. It's kind of the same difference in regards to damage. I think we're gonna like brand Guff usually, right? Let's just do this. This sets up the brand Guff for 16 anyway. And gets us more board that way. Lunar again. Okay. Does this ever hit solar, man? I think it's been lunar so far every time. That's fine, but a little sad. Hey, Regis, always watch your YouTube Snap stuff. Happy to catch you live. Love the positivity. Oh, thanks, Iron Watchdog. We're planning to play some Snap later, man. You want to hang out, or if not, I get you. Don't worry. Ooh, big ol' heal 6. Okay. We might still brand Guff here just to gain a bunch of life. What do you guys think? Just to avoid any emergency situations here, because we're kind of going ham right now. Making me a little bit nervous. I guess it wouldn't let me lunar this guy though, which I definitely think we want to do. Dude, Sticky Fingers making Svelna 1 mana here with this Radiant Elemental is absolutely gross. Come on, man. This is that combo cheese we were talking about. I can't leave this alive. I have to play for something here. Do I ever just Guff next turn? Just to heal 8. My god, dude. This is absolutely insane, man. Stop! Somehow I'm still alive, but that is so gross. No lethals, right? Like if these get cheap. I don't really have anything to solar anyway in that case. It only affects spells, so not really that useful. What if we just went like Anubricon, Bran, Astalor? Even go, well, what if we went Anubricon, Moonbeast? I want the armor off Astalor is the problem. Just going right back to 11 though is my issue. I think I'm just gonna play Guff here. It feels so weird and kind of wrong, but I'll tell you my thought. I just want to gain enough life and develop a threat here, and I honestly don't know. I just feel kind of like I don't know. I'm just worried. I don't have a great line.
The competition is fierce.
Can you Anub, Bran, Astalor, Guff? I think you only have 5 after the Astalor, right? So yeah, you maybe could. Anub, Bran, Astalor, Guff. Yeah, I guess you could technically do all 3. Yeah. Oh no. No, come on. No. How do I beat these? 2 freaking gray brows, man. Yeah, the problem with the guff thing is I wanted to kill the elemental. I just with a Ubercon line, I would have had to attack an elemental if I wanted it to die. So I was trying to get a line that killed the elemental, which is why I wanted to play the Lunar Eclipse for sure. I don't know what to do now though. 2 of these up is just soul crushingly good, right? Oh my god, dude, that is so frustrating. Can I just whittle through these with a... There's just no way to answer these. No, I don't know, man. This game kind of fell apart, I guess. Do I even bother attacking? I'm gonna try to trust some Astalors. I don't know. I think we lose. Armor from Bran Guff would let you survive the elemental. Yeah, I mean that's a good argument, I guess. It just worry about the value generation too, though, right? It's not just. It basically means I give them carte blanche to make a million things, deal 20 damage or something for free. You know, we just saw that same turn go through. I'm worried about what that results in. Just craziness, right? I think this game's over. You know, for instance, the reason they have 2 4-mana Grey Bows is because they were able to cycle all those Sheep Thoughtsteel plays and generate so many things. Yeah, we're dead, right? There's no way. These actually help me though, because they let me kill the Grey Bows potentially and get through to face. So I mean, this kind of actually helps a little bit, maybe. Weirdly, I don't know if it's right to develop this one. Kind of out of eclipses anyway, so feels pretty good, I think. I really need this to not hit the other Grey Bow. Dude! Dude, come on! Literally. Oh my god, dude. The 1 in 6, man. I come on. That was my way to stagger them. If they can kill these off anyway, right? It's still a problem. Like if they have an AoE or can buff this and trade it in, but putting these out lets me potentially just negate the Grey Bows for a while. But now I have to worry about being dead too. There's just a lot of extra damage. Oh, screw me sideways, man. I can't. Alright, this game is doomed. Now there's just too much life and problems on board to deal with, right? This is gonna hit the other Grey Bow, isn't it? I can go for spell damage here, but I can't really do much else other than just... I wanted to Astalor is the problem, right? Let's do this in Astalor and just kind of hope for the best, I think. We could also pounce this if I really wanted to, but I'm worried about taking the damage. Oh, maybe Claw helps a little bit because I gained some life back. Still really nervous, so I think we just have to trust this. I mean, I can still Claw after, but I think we have to hope the Astalor kills the right stuff is the game plan here. It didn't hit Grey Bow at all. Okay. Well, that's not good. They only need 4 spells to kill me. Clearly not ideal. I needed that to kill the Grey Bow, so I'm still at 11, and then maybe we have a chance because they need 8 spells, but having to attack the Grey Bow is just too much, I think. I mean, really, they only won because of my deck, right? Like, my deck is what made them so crazy. Look at all the crazy plays they got off me. Grey Bows, tons of armor and damage gain, absolutely monster thieving plays. You know? And decided to BM, I guess. Okay, that makes me really want to win. Since they're BMing, is there any way we can? I don't think so, unfortunately. Still feels unwinnable, sadly. Even the world's best Astalor here pretty much always clears like one of these idiots. But we're gonna definitely spend our entire turn thinking about it. Boy, oh boy, can we win? I don't know, guys. Let's spend our entire turn thinking about it just to make sure. Let's be sure to spend our entire turn just thinking about it.
How dreadful.
See if maybe we can win. I don't know. We gotta really think about it here. See if there's any way to win.
Time is of the essence.
Let's see. Let's see. I don't know, guys. Is there any way for me to win? I'm thinking really hard. Do I have any plays, man? I think there might be an answer still yet. Maybe we could. Oh no, I'm out of ideas. No.
My cards are low.
Hey, Guy Prime, thanks for 65 months, man. Yeah, swipe would be amazing in this deck. Yeah, we do need a swipe. Since we got robes in particular, swipe is pretty crazy. Yeah, man, we almost had it, dude. Dang. We almost had it. They like to be in, but I'm getting paid. I'll sit here all day. let's go. I get paid to sit here while this guy looks like an idiot. I am up for this journey all day. We get to make fun of them and get paid. That's great. More hours on the clock. I need 7 more minutes. Yeah. They couldn't even ride out the rope. What a sad BMer. Ride out the rope at least. Commit. You gotta commit to your BM. Don't baby out of it early. All right, Worshipper is really good for us. +3 attacks, great. We love gaining attack. It's perfect. I'm really worried about more Gray Bows just derailing this deck, right? But these other buckets just aren't great. I mean, Moonlits, I guess, are kind of cool, and Sebastian Shells, it's tradable. Worst case, it's not the end of the world. I really like, when am I playing these though? I want to spend my mana hero powering and getting attack. Guidance is like, it could get me some nice robes spells. Is 2 Grey Bows gonna break this deck, man? Like, is it gonna give me Mummy Magic and ruin us? If it does, can we just ride the Grey Bows to victory? Is another question. I don't know. It's gonna turn into a Grey Bow deck. Kiri, I don't actually really want to be playing on 4 all that often. It's just happened a couple times so far. Yeah, I'm actually sort of okay with a new bucket system. I think I'm just not okay with passives being really disconnected from your deck. Or if they are, I think they need to be like, if Duels can't figure out what kind of passive fits for you, which seems to happen like this deck. I don't think Duels had any idea what kind of passive I wanted. I think it should default to a series of passives in that case that are like more general use. It gave us like discover and spell damage, which, I might argue spell damage is kind of general use-esque. I think that's a fair argument. There's a lot of spells that do damage in the game, so maybe that would be an okay choice. But like discover, we don't have any discover cards. That's not a good general use, particularly discover that rewards minions on board, right? That's probably not a great general use kind of passive to default to in those cases. There are probably passives you could think of that would be that case. Your first card each turn costs 1 less mana or something. I literally just made that up off the top of my head, right? But I'm not gonna say that's perfectly balanced or anything, but probably not that crazy, is it? It's like a fixed discount. It works for any kind of deck. Might be ways to break it occasionally, I'm sure, but nothing egregious probably. Those kinds of things that are more like built into the general mechanics of the game. Things like Crystal Gem actually and Mysterious Tome are pretty good at that. They're great default generalized passives that kind of work with any deck. Certainly have strengths and weaknesses as well, but it's not a big deal that gets counterspelled, right? Kiri gives me more depth, but Rake advances my game plan better. I don't know if they're gonna have minions or not, so one might argue, I'm playing this anyway right now, so there's no argument. One might argue Claw was better. In fact, I think it was. Kind of forgot I was gonna play it right now. So Claw 100% better. Barrier, that's a little frustrating, but hopefully we can still get enough life here to negate any upside there. Hey, Wing Burrito with 2 years, bro. That's crazy. Thank you, Wing Burrito.
Our gift of the arcane
So 1 hero power away from quest completion. Moonbeast Solar is not great with Guess the Weight, but would be great with Claw, maybe. Hero power hits hard, man. Wildfire is brutal. Surprised you want Sky Temple instead of the, like, do you... I respect that this looks really fun. Doorways is cool to get you a lot of value, right? That's really, really fun, but man, I'd be sad to lose that wildfire buff there, you know? That seems very good. Yeah, I mean, we almost certainly want a hero power here, so we probably just Moonbeast for the sake of playing a Moonbeast, right? Nothing to do with it, but just get a card. And it's a 4/6, which isn't the end of the world. So Bran Guff is not till turn 8, so if we could get them to 16 in the meantime, that could be really cool. Another attack card this turn, maybe Astalor hero power wouldn't quite be enough, but maybe if this dude could connect to face. Feral Rage could do that as well. This dude connected to face. Might be an objection, but honestly, not the end of the world if it is. We're just looking to get it out of the way for the Bran Guff. That might feel like a win to them, but ultimately not something I think we're worried about right now. As long as we expect this to go through, we should be fine. Solar Feral Rage also, by the way, kind of big damage too. Now see that, was that a copy of the same one from Open the Doorways? Or was that from earlier? Was that the ice barrier? I guess in either case, we actually don't have the, that's the second objection, you guys think? Yeah, because objection was the only generated one. Barrier was in the deck, so that is guaranteed to be an objection. Which does actually make life a little awkward. Maybe we still throw in the Bran in that case, just for lack of anything better to throw away, because Guff is ultimately more valuable. Anubricon, I don't think we want to spend 8 mana this turn, so probably still just ditch the Bran. I think that's okay. In fact, do we still have any lethal outs here? I don't think we're quite there, are we? Stickies, not it. Let's just hit for 10 and get them there, right? Hope I'm not dead, by the way. Without playing the Guff, there's a chance I die. I don't think so since they lost their damage hero power. I'm not expecting to be, but 14 is certainly not inaccessible with 8 mana. So a little bit of a risk, maybe. Kind of stressed about another taunt, so I'm happy to have some lunar eclipses to maybe push through a taunt. In particular, that hatchling was copied, so is this a duplicated hatchling right here? Just eclipse Guff in that case is fine. In fact, I'd be pretty happy if they spent 5 mana on a hatchling, I guess. Vast Wisdom. We're gonna need some healing if they want to stay alive here. By the way, guys, getting all these Grey Boughs over and over again is making me want to play a... Oh, that's still not enough if the Guff goes through, which with no secrets looks like it will. This is making me want to play just a Dark Moon only deck and just get like 1,000,000 Grey Boughs. Like, we haven't done that yet, but it sounds pretty legit amazing. So, that's what I want to do. Guess where we went off without that top deck? We were, weren't we? We didn't have extra damage. We were gonna be at 10 and they were at 11, I think. Man, scary. Oh, Battle Stance? I'm not actually sure it's better than Emerald Goggles, but it is so freaking fitting that I think we have to take it from a flavor standpoint, right? I think we just have to take it. Gutter Boy with a year, by the way. Oh my god, thank you, Gutter Boy. 1 year of Regis. It's like a nightmare. X True Grew, thanks to the 3 months. That's really nice. Battle Stance should increment the quest on the start of the turn, yes. That's why it's such a good fit. I do actually think Goggles is better, for the record. I do think it's stronger. Oh, was True Grew the priest? No way. Screw True. If so, screw True Grew. You BM'd us. How dare you, True Grew? You're 3 months. It is you, True Grew. You BM'd us and then we BM'd you back. True Gru. Your sub makes up for it. But I can't believe you BM'd us. You had lethal and you passed. Didn't mean to. That's okay. Well, I'm sorry I BM'd you back. We thought we were being retributory, a BM of retribution. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't know if that's easy to say. Let's do Battle Stance, guys. I actually think Emerald Goggles is stronger. I think if you were playing this Duels run and you wanted to win, that you should play Emerald Goggles. But I really just love the idea of Battle Stance Quest Druid, so we're gonna do Battle Stance. The real problem with Battle Stance, right? If we actually want to talk about this, is that as more and more people get health as we get into this Duels run, health totals are going to climb. People are going to have a ton of survivability. Even +2 per turn, like the quest is not going to be enough to get there organically. So we're going to have trouble killing people fast enough, even with this extra 2, right? So it's gonna fade off pretty quickly. Whereas Emerald Goggles still allows you to push tons of tempo and damage and craziness. Yeah, exactly. It doesn't scale well. Goggles can like scale with the power of our cards. So Bran is cheaper, Grey Boughs are cheaper, so on and so forth. Whereas Battle Stance does not scale. But again, I'm gonna take it anyway because I think it sounds fun. It's such a thematic fit. Unlike these cards. I mean, look, Park Panther's okay. Viper honestly is okay. Tradable makes it acceptable no matter what, I think. And Sockade's Guard is bad. Let's be clear. That's really, really bad, but maybe not so bad that I can't take it, because these are all pretty bad. So, True Gru does sound like a great Dr. Seuss character. I agree. Regis, it's pronounced Dr. Swace. Can hear it already. Lost in the Park is good. Guess the Wait, like I said, is fine. It's actually probably one of our better 2-mana plays now. Actually, do we keep a Moonbeast? It has felt pretty good so far. Maybe we do. Maybe we do. Is it pronounced Dr. Swace? I don't know, man. I heard somebody say that, but everybody else calls it Dr. Seuss. That's the point. We're communicating for a cooperative understanding, not perfection. Some guy who knows all about Dr. Seuss now he is typing up an essay. He's about to have his moment in the spotlight. I welcome it, whoever you are out there on YouTube or Twitch or otherwise. Let's hear it. I'm very curious. Guys, I forgot turn 1's not actually going to increment our quest because we don't have the quest equipped yet. So ignore everything I said earlier, but this is still technically just fine, I think. Less is more common here. I really hate to be killing these, but currently they're just so easy to chip away at. It feels so tidy to not do it. Like you have to do it, I think. Did I miss? What was it? Man. 5 out of 19 there to miss. We're hitting some tough rolls on RNG today, I guess, aren't we? Kind of frustrating to me. Moonlight Guidance here into a 1-drop would be really good. Rake in particular would be super nice, I think. Yeah. Yeah, it did do 5, by the way. I don't know if we'd actually noticed that before, but the spell damage, as expected, did affect it, just to double check. Remember that for later. Doesn't really show that, so you gotta kind of pay attention. Might have seen that on Svolna earlier, but I didn't remember it at least. All right, so what are we at here? We're 2 out of 5. Okay. Fortitude's big, but we can actually rake that again. I mean, the Radiant Elemental is a bigger priority, though. Yeah, that makes my rake target even better. I at some point, I gotta ask myself, am I gonna be tidying up these minions forever, or do I have to start turning face? Right? This puts me at 5. I need to be at 7. Bite puts me at 6. Oh, this puts me at 7 with rake. Yeah, that's fine. Like, are we killing the board here? I think they're running a lot of buffs. I think we might have to, man. I kind of think it's mandatory.
The widow embraces me.
I honestly think it's mandatory. They seem to care a lot about buffing their minions, so let's clear the minions, right? It's really because it might even just protect this guy, which is pretty cool. All right, I didn't expect to use this as a control tool so much, but this is just how the game is unfolded, so we'll play the game that's given to us, right? some point I can't keep up with these forever. Oh yeah, there's a Serpent Wing again. Yeah, so oh, that did not go back to hand, right? There has been no Naga played. That's good to know. So this deals 4. That's perfect. We're good to go on Guff anytime. This feels like a good Moonbeast turn to me. I don't hit the 1/1, right? That's not worth hitting. I'm not sending 6 into a 1/1. Like, screw that. Can't be worth it. I just refuse to accept that that's viable. No, thank you. All right, Solar again's pretty nice. I feel like I've really not been using this Manubercon. That one game we had a chance to, I think it would have backfired anyway with the Grey Bows, but that was probably our best chance. I didn't use it. Oh, Void is so annoying, man. Oh, our deck is just not good at this. Well, we're definitely going face now. I mean, no question. We got a race. Bran in particular would help the race, but I think we just Solar go face, and then they're kind of board locked. Maybe they can't do too much. Things don't have lifesteal. I'm still healing a bunch. This hits for 8, so it's 16. Bran off the top would be lethal. It's pretty unlikely, but yeah, Shadow Word Void I think has been nerfed, I think twice. How crazy is that? You ever think about that? Man, that's crazy. Must have healing. They said intriguing, like they're gonna either kill me or have some healing. I don't know. I don't know what the plan is, but that intriguing was pretty scary. Ah, they're making space for something. Yeah, maybe a heal, taunt. Some kind of play here. Maybe just dig in for a card too. Dude, yeah, what? Ooh, swipe, dude. Oh. I didn't really think we wanted to run swipe in this deck, but that freaking robes is just constantly making it look better. Oh, Herald of Light. Wow. That's kind of cool. Not gonna lie. That's pretty cool. 20 is a long way to go still, man. Shoot, that I really want to kill that. 20 is such a long way to go. We've got 10 with Guff right now, but then just nothing after that, you know? Or I guess we get hero power to hit 12 with Guff. It gives me 8 later. It also just gets some more taunt in the way, which I think has value because they probably have to trade at least a little bit, right? Maybe we Guff this turn just to get the body down. Yeah, we could go 8-drop Guff, honestly, just to get even more bodies down. And even maybe a Grey Bow too. Just to make them have the board. I kind of like this. Just really win on board because they seem to have less removal and more. I mean, I guess we could play a Kiri too, huh? Why not? Let's just win the board. Let's just hope they don't have a bunch of removal, right? But multiple taunts in the way. Try to connect on some minion damage, maybe could really help a lot. I like this. Just swing. Just try to win the game on board, right? Don't try to go over the top like all fancy. I mean, Shard in and of itself is not that scary. We value these stats on board so much that Shard's not really irrelevant yet. It's whatever's next that's maybe more scary. Any kind of AoE removal or whatever. I think they're trading. That's really, really good news for us. Oh, that is really good news for them, I would say. Jeez Louise. Hit the 2-2? Hit the 2-2? The next best target. That's lethal, right? 10, 12. Yeah. Cool. All the healing didn't even matter, man. Nice. These solar eclipses have been super powerful, by the way. Let's acknowledge. Not a surprise. We knew that. That's why we did it, but still really cool. And Battle Stance felt solid there. Helped a couple times on math, I think. Okay, so nothing here that plays super hard with our passives. Gnomish Army Knife is always kind of cool with cards like Guff, like big cheap dudes. A Nubercon, not so good with a Nubercon, I guess, but good with Guff. But still, that's 10 mana. I don't really want to do that. I think I might just take Bag. As you saw last game, we have moments where we're getting a little light on resources. In that game, we even generated stuff off like Kiris and hit some tradables. I just wish I had another target to make the army knife worth it, but just the one target and it being a 10 mana play in particular just doesn't feel right to me. I normally only like army knife if I have something that like gets discounted to 0 or starts really cheap. And I don't think this deck does that. Panther is good. I mean, I get it. You get +6 instead of +3. It's 14 damage for 9 mana. I don't know if that's great. Like, it's not bad. Is that better than just reloading my hand, though? That's what I'm thinking about. Armor cost discounts. Well, the problem with the armor cost discounts logic is that you spend 8 on an Ubercon, and this does not discount. He only discounts minions, so you don't have enough left to play the army knife. Unless I'm missing something you're thinking about. I think it's stuffing, though. I could imagine using this to find a lethal late, destroying a bunch of 1 cost damage and stuff. This isn't a terrible bucket if we had to pick one, but we don't have to pick one, so we don't pick one. Yeah, Moonlit's actually really good too for us. Again, we could actually decide to hero power though if it makes more sense, but I just love this card with our low cost damage in particular. As we saw, that Rake made a huge difference last game, like literally saved the game, killing off the Radiant Elementals and stuff. That was a big deal. I love that we have the ability to hit face here instead of having to hit these stupid void idiots the whole game. Yeah, if the Ubercon discount lasted across turns, that would be great for the Gnomish. Yeah, that would be awesome, but sadly only this turn. Since we're under no pressure, let's just go, right? Let's put in the heat. I think we want to go really fast against a board deck anyway. Make sure we don't take too long to kill them. We actually may decide not to play any minions this game if we can afford it, because they have like Titan's grapple or whatever, the thing that gains armor, and like rankers and other things, some of which of course they'll be able to enable themselves, but any opportunity we can take to deny them a little extra might be worth it. 1 mana? Coin for hand space, I see. Do we just go Moon Touched here? Ultimately, you know, life kind of technically can matter against a board deck because you can get above 45 and outlast their weapon, but in my experience, that's not actually relevant because even after that, you don't have any mana to work with. So in other words, I'm not going to value armor gain here as much as I'm going to value just raw damage output, and therefore I'm going to go for the uncorrupted Moon Touched and just hit them in the face. Let's just try to end. So Brand does give me a potential Brand Guff on 8, which could be soon enough to win. I don't know. It's a good lunar target, isn't it? Really good lunar target. Lunar hero power here seems totally fine. Again, just keep things moving. I guess we can play a guess the wait for free too. Well, that's absolutely gonna be less. Fight is good. We get a solar. All right, they're at 19 with Brand Guff incoming very soon. Yeah, this is about as good as we could ask for so far, I think. Crab Rider again, yeah, of course. Hunter's Secret. I mean, that's probably like an explosive trap, right? I don't think we ever just guff for 10 here, do we? That's an argument to be made, but we're not quite making that argument yet, I don't think. Is this actually at all a card we care about killing? Is there a reason to spend mana raking this? I guess we might as well. In fact, we could test an ice trap with Rake and then go for bite after. Yeah, kind of free. I agree with that logic. Okay, they're at 11. Guff is only 8, but soon setting up for some lethals for sure. There's a boar finally. Okay. Pounce Guff is lethal. Oh my god. Did we test? Well, there's no way to interrupt this anyway, right? We already attacked face, so fine. Cool. Man. Nice. They didn't even get to turn 6. That's cool. That went beautifully. That's what they get for not playing any really meaningful cards, right? They didn't do anything. Looming Presence, yeah, we love armor, we love cards. Sure, let's do it. Oh, this is beautiful. I like this a lot. This is not bad with Rake, but the other two aren't very useful for us. A little expensive here. This is just beautiful. The Moonkin guy mattered more than I thought. Rake has felt really good. Like, surprisingly, actually very, very relevant. Lestatus, did I miss your bits earlier? I don't even remember seeing that, but I see it on my feed right now. Lestatus, 600 bits earlier. I unfortunately don't remember whatever that meme is, or reference means. I missed it. The timing's off. I don't think he was a real doctor. I don't know what that means. Sounds funny though. I'm still gonna laugh. Oh, Dr. Seuss. Oh, I think I did see that actually, maybe. That sounds familiar now. I don't know if I said thank you though. All right. Yeah, this actually innervate's pretty cool, I think. I don't really know if we need it, to be honest, but nah, is it cool? We could play a Panther early, but do we really care about doing that is the question. I don't know. Innervate's good. Whatever. It's fine. Coins are good. Stockade's Guard is not good. That sucks. That's no fun. All right. I'm kind of trusting the Innervate because we have the Bag of Stuffing and the Looming Presence stuff that hopefully will hit the reload on the smaller value hands. Stockade's Guard did not make me feel happy though. But between that and some bigger draws, I'm gonna trust. So get what we want early and then hopefully not pay the price, basically. Is the idea anyway. No target to hit with the Park Panthers, so I think we chill. But Innervate in particular with like Goff and Bran and Anubricon stuff, you know, mana cheat's actually pretty valuable for us to get some of our most crazy plays out. Now this unfortunately is a Sourfang deck, and they're gonna start playing a bunch of really cheap Sourfangs, which means my ability to go face is going to be incredibly limited. Excuse me? That is unacceptable. Absolutely unacceptable. You are not allowed to play taunt minions. Anything insane here, like Greybow, I guess? Moonbeast, I mean, just big dude. Bran would definitely feel a little wasted, I think, but Greybow's good. Since this is a Blood DK that's gonna have maybe endless Sourfangs, Greybows could be a way for us to win the game potentially. It looks like they're gonna clear this rather easily though. Yeah, unfortunately no body here. We don't have any ways to resummon those either, so that's kind of it for us on the Greybow already. That dream hath already died. Yeah, I mean, I'm like thinking a little bit like, do I even bother playing minions? Sort of the same reason as before, like it's just something for them to Death Strike or Blood Boil or, you know, whatever. Oh my god. Am I okay with an Overload? I'm not really gonna be like Guff next turn anyway. Branching Paths, I mean, I love the draw too. The +1 attack would be the damage I want, but it's not really that likely to have a board that connects for that. In other words, do I really need Branching Paths or not? Am I going to need that card draw and or armor ever? The armor won't be relevant, I don't think, much ever. Card draw could be. Okay, I don't know. We'll do it. Whatever. I kind of want to don't ever play minions if I can help it, though. If I can just avoid playing minions, I think I'll be happier. It just limits their ability to interact a little bit. I'm still really worried about them finding a Sourfang, though. Sourfang's the terrifying result. See, like this can find a Sourfang, for instance. You just want to dodge Sourfang for as long as possible. Oh, Bran Guff now with coin on the Innervate is really quite nice. I guess I just keep shipping damage face, guys. I don't know, man. So that's a turn 7 play for 16. So I gotta figure out something to do next turn. And hopefully get and keep them below 16. Also, a taunt is a problem as well. So if I can keep them from taunting, we're really happy. Not a taunt, but boy, does that make my life awkward. I just don't have any cards to play. Okay. Park Panther's a legit incredible draw here. I wonder if I attack it into the Lotheb. I'm planning to win anyway next turn, so why not? Like I could hero power and kind of sort of do the same thing, I guess, and save the Park Panther. Like I can put them to 16 anyway, right? Is there really any reason to play the Park Panther and not just save it for later? If I kill the 2/3, which is the obvious line, right? Then I leave this up for Blood Boils and you know, like I know they can technically Death Strike their own board. So like Death Strike's not something to play around, but if they're Death Striking their own board, that's kind of cool too. So do I take the free damage on Lotheb, or do I think I just hero power. I think it achieves the same theoretical goal. Maybe makes them a little bit less nervous because I don't look as desperate, right? It looks like maybe I don't have it, so they feel safe. Also, the Park Panther can be utilized later to trade into a taunt, maybe. So, let's see here. Oh, that spins a corpse. They go to 18. No. The Park Panther would not have set up lethal still, by the way. It was only 1 extra damage, which would have left them at 17 here, which still wouldn't have been the Bran Guff out. Oh my god. Oh my god, I forgot about my stupid passive. They're still dead. They're still dead. I forgot I have 2. Oh my god, they're still dead. 18's the number. Chat, you guys started freaking out at me immediately. You guys started freaking out immediately. Yeah, easy game. 18's the magic number, not 16, bro. Oh my god. This deck is actually legit, I think, guys. That's not it, right? It's this. This is really good. Pounce and Feral Rage both amazing. Druid of the Claw terrible, of course, but Pounce and Feral Rage are crazy damage output. 4 in a row. 5 and 1. Let's go. That priest who ripped us off and BM'd us is the only thing. Praise says my entire deck is taunts. I couldn't draw any taunts. Oh, Praise. I'm sorry, man. That's tough. I feel like been pretty unlucky this run so far in a lot of ways. Maybe we can't say too much since we're 5 and 1, but perhaps you were finally evening out our luck at your expense, man. I'm sorry. Yeah, DK makes this like all-in damage plan so risky, but at the same time, it's just what we're good at doing, you know? I guess I should probably look for value cards instead, really. I should look for like brands and an Ubercons, because that's all we have. Like, we're gonna get the damage, right? It's no reason to mulligan for damage, because we're gonna get it. It's coming. That's what we have the most of. The things we have the fewest of are those, you know, additional upside cards, the brands, the Ubercons, the Moonbeasts, etc. Yeah, exactly. We finished the quest. All the damage is there. Let's just look for the high quality stuff. Honestly, even like a bag of stuffing at this stage might be worth keeping in the mulligan just because the card quality is so high. Brand, bag. Not actually sure an Ubercon's card quality is that high, but Astalor would be. Stockade's Guard we definitely keep. Best card in the deck. S tier. He's above S tier. He's like Z tier, like some kind of crazy higher tier than S tier. So Bitter Cold definitely makes me think this is more frosty than anything else, right? Which is dude, Rake, it's just always here when you need it, and it's the best card in the game. I swear to God, it's so good. It's actually just so good. It removes stuff so cleanly. I love it. I love Rake. This is 8, 10, 12, 14 already. Next turn, not next turn, 2 turns from now. It's crazy. Body Bagger is so slow and irrelevant, man. This Greedy Gains debuff for them seems to be helping me out a ton. Yeah, let's I mean, this is kind of cleaner in a way, but I want to be able to save that for the solar because it's the most I can do with solar right now. So probably just go Hero Power Claw, but it just feels so off curve. Maybe just Hero Power Pounce Moonlit's better. Let's use a Pounce, right? Oh, Park Panther, not actually that good right now, but probably still the best play. Just a little clunky at the moment, but ultimately still a good play. So this gets us Guff. We have to think about playing Guff here. This is less of a blood deck, right? So probably more safe to play Guff and not worry about them like healing off of it or whatever. And in fact, shutting down a weapon's another good reason to play Guff. And then we still have big surprise follow-up damage. We don't have any lethals right now, do we? These pounces, we're at 10-14. What can we do here total? That's 8, 10. Oh, just 12, 14. Same difference. Yeah, let's just Guff for now. We don't have Bran in hand or anything, so I think it'd be greedy to wait and then just set them up to kill next turn. Clearly a lot of potential damage next turn here. Actually kind of gross, really. Finishing run today? Yeah, we'll finish this regardless of the Marvel Snap timing, yeah. Then just end once this is over. We'll switch over to Snap. If we wait 15 minutes to see Kang the Conqueror, I'm not gonna be heartbroken, right? That's okay. It's not the end of the world. Yeah, so they're just dead. Man, this is a crazy deck, dude. Guys, I actually think Battle Stance was the right pick, by the way. I wasn't sure about it before, but I'm just casually doing 16 damage from hand here with spells. I don't know, man. I really thought Emerald Goggles was good, and it probably would have been good too. You know, let's not mince anything here. It also would have been successful, I'm sure, but Battle Stance has certainly proved to be just fine. Just fine. So we're at a stage where Loyal Sidekick's actually getting pretty big. He's not bad. Creepy Curio we don't want. Spyglass, though, I think ultimately is my favorite. Just cheap spell, easy to weave in, can result in some high rolls sometimes. I think that's going to be better for us than Sidekick. Innervate I actually like. I don't think we like Greybow. I think we're really going face here. Astalor we like a lot. He's a good card. Good cards are the goal. If this is a Moonfire deck, hopefully we can just race them down here and they don't cheese us with scrolls or whatever. Just get like an 8/8 on turn 1. But if we get a well-timed Rake, honestly, we might still be able to shut it down. Who knows? Rust Rot is pretty bad. Tradable's okay. Oh, not an 8/8, please. No. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, those are whiffs. All right. Good to get through 2 of those early with no problems. Moonfire spam, we also could technically just out armor it if they're going for a big combo, right? Like if we get big enough, theoretically we could survive it. That's pretty challenging because they can get a lot of damage going, but not impossible, I guess. We could easily get up to 50, 55, 60 before too long. Maybe like play a Guff on curve, you know, and that's a big heal 8, that sort of stuff. Definitely a thought. If we're not in range of killing them by then, we'll have to think about pivoting to some safety breakpoints. I don't know what their breakpoints are though. In Duels, it's kind of hard to predict. There's just so many crazy mana discounts and potential permutations of different spell damage cards and sequences of spells. You never really know. It can often feel impossible to be safe. But 45 is a good start, that's for sure. Next turn looks like trade, hero power, if nothing else lands. Astalor, I kind of actually maybe do care about the 2 damage a little bit. I don't know. It's not irrelevant for us, you know? Kind of meaningful. What is the thumbnail for this going to be on YouTube, guys? I think this is going to be a YouTube run, win or lose from here. 6 wins is enough for me to put it on YouTube right now. We just don't have a lot of Duels runs. Do I put Rake in the thumbnail because it's new? Or do I put Battle Stance in the thumbnail because it's cool? Or do I put Moonbeast in the thumbnail because it's really cool? Vote below. Battle Stance is pretty cool. Dropping frames, really? Greybow. Since he beat us. Yeah, in a lot of ways I think Moonbeast would get the most views, but I don't know if it's the most like indicative of what the deck's about, so I'm a little torn. Park Panther lets me kill that, but do we really care that much right now? Kind of just want to hit a Rake to kill that, you know? Oh, Worshipper's gonna be good later too. Let's leave that for now. I don't really love taking 4 for free, but I also don't like taking a negative trade with Park Panther or, you know, sinking some damage into it for no reason. Could I do Battle Stance with Moonbeast's head? Might not be impossible, but might be really hard. I might think about it though. Rake and Battle Stance have a very similar pose, by the way. Just very different creatures. Could maybe do Rake with the green glow around it of Battle Stance. Again, though, kind of a challenging plan we've laid out for ourselves here. Park Panther again. I mean, do I just use it to kill a 1/2 here and go face? That feels so bad. It's a good Astalor target, so Astalor hero power certainly seems okay. Part of me still wants to send that face though. If we're not worried about these dealing damage to myself, like, do we really care? Spyglass? Spyglass Worshipper. Oh, he's 5 now. God dang it, Astalor, get unnerved, you idiot. You fool. Oh. Okay. I just send that face again though, man. Like I'm thinking like, do I really care about these 1/2s, you know? Does anybody really care about the 1/2s? Can I just afford to go face? I don't have to decide now, right? I just don't think I care that much. It's not like I'm gonna keep this alive anyway. I'm feeling like a little liberated by the fact that we've only got 1 loss right now, so I'm feeling like a little more risk, less risk averse, more risk. What's the inverse of averse? Risk tolerant. Feeling a little more risk tolerant right now. So I'm thinking about going face a lot. Now the thing is, right, this deck could obviously have life gain. They're druid priests, so there's healing, there's armor gain, discovering stuff into armor, all kinds of plays, but I'm just kind of hoping they don't have it yet, or it's not enough, right? That can also be a lot of armor gain. Wow. My hand is like Feral Rage armor gain only, but that would be pretty good for them. Heal 8, it's a big deal. Woundfire face creates space, I think. Now this makes the Park Panther a little more enticing, I guess. Just clean up that 1/2 maybe. Or actually, Astalor feels pretty good there too. Just thinking about how to line all this up. Could even kill the 4/6 with the Moonfire here if we really wanted to, but I just really like the idea of saving that Moonfire to go face, you know? Kind of like the same thing for the Astalor as well, man. Am I willing to leave this 4 on board again? Feels so weird, but I think I am, man. I think I am, dude. I think I'm gonna do this in a weird way again. We're just gonna go face. I hope I'm not getting debated and they have like a big heal in hand. Even the Feral Rage is pretty significant big heal in that conversation. That would be considered a big heal for sure, so that's a possibility. Oh no. No, I didn't play around the criminal lineup. Oh, Cenarian Ward's a big heal too. Oh, at least that's not a taunt though. That's good news. Okay, we can live with that. This is a lot of damage now though. I may just die. This went very south very quickly. Shoot, dude. That got really bad really fast. 16, 21, 36. Just wondering how dead or not dead we feel here. Guff definitely makes us feel a little safer, I guess, right? Because he's a taunt and armor gain card. Does that set me up for any lethals? I'm hitting for 10. That puts them at 18. Next turn, I don't have anywhere close to 18, right? So it's not like I'm setting up for any lethals yet. Bran Guff would be one way to get extra damage related, but Bran is so unlikely to be drawn. Just trying to figure out the right sequence of mana utilization here. I think it has to be Guff this turn just because that's how we get a taunt to protect us a little bit. Might buy us an extra turn even, theoretically. Just again, very worried about them gaining additional life here. But if this can eat another 8 somehow, and then, you know, maybe we've got a whole nother turn we can buy. Because this is some life gain. 16 though, what are we actually at? We're 2, 6, 10, 12 right now. So we don't actually have the setup at the moment. I would need a solar eclipse maybe. I'm not even sure that would help from a mana standpoint. No, I don't think that would help. We would need a pounce. I don't even think that's enough though, right? Somehow get another Moonfire, I guess. I don't know. Them being overloaded from that criminal lineup does help a little bit. I mean, if all else fails, we could maybe just try to like Astalor armor through a turn again. Moon Touch might be better for that plan though, like Moon Touch Park Panther or something if it can clear, I guess. There's that Feral Rage. Yeah, that's what we worried about. Okay, so definitely extending the game a little again, but at the very least Guff here hopefully eats a couple dudes, it seems like. Maybe. Nope, nope, never mind. Oh my god, the Astalor and the Feral Rage. Good lord. Moonfire to tidy that up. That makes sense. Push more to face this way. Okay, does this trade in a little? They leave this up. Doesn't probably matter because 24 is out of range for us, but just an interesting consideration. So again, that's 16, 18, 19. We're at 28. Moon Touched can pull me a little higher. Park Panther can clear a little damage if we want to go that route. I think we'll have to trust 34. Like, yeah, it's always a little bit risky here, but I still have to be able to push some face damage or we're just not going to get there in time.
Room to grow.
13 is currently not achievable, but top decks can certainly change that. Solar Eclipse, chief among them. Oh boy. They can heal 5 again, though, we know, because of the Astalor. So they're actually at 18, really. But if we can keep them kind of busy and like moonfiring minions and stuff, we might just have more turns yet again, you know? This game just going in a really, really funny direction right now. Looming Presence, too? You clear your board. Oh, that's going to hit my dude, isn't it? No, that's good. Okay, didn't heal. That's good. That's good. I need them to get a book that clears their board, dude. That would be great. Or Pyroblasts them in the face, you know? You know, one of the two, whatever. We'll take either one. Either would be fine. Call of the Grave. Okay, that's pretty late in the turns. I shouldn't get a good death rattle here, but they might still find an awesome, like, taunt death rattle for later. We might just have to take a defensive turn this turn, like Astalor looming, and just kind of hope for... Oh, they went for damage instead. That's pretty cool. I actually respect that a lot. So they're back to 21, man. They're just gaining enough life to keep us just out of range constantly. But also now they have Astalor in hand, so staying alive becomes kind of an impossible task, I think. We have 10, 12 damage, which just does not seem like enough, right? I think we're dead. I think that criminal lineup is what's going to cost us this game at the end of the day. Feels like to me anyway. Here's more damage, but still not enough. What are we're looking at 16 and 5, it's 21, Astalor's 14, it's 35. We're not staying alive here unless we body up and armor up and actually probably have to clear something as well. Just coming up a little bit short on this one. Too many little incremental armor gain cards I think are hurting us. We could just go face and trust the Book of Wonders, but that's pretty dang risky at this stage. Am I still dead? I didn't actually math this out, I guess. What are we at? 24. What is this? 17 plus 14. We're at 24 plus 5 is 9. 29. And they have yeah, they have enough. Astalor's lead. Dang, dude. Wonder what the different line through this game was to win. Them not hitting Astalor, them not hitting Astalor and Feral Rage would be one line. Not hitting criminal lineup would be another line. If we'd killed the 4-6 instead of the 1-2, right, the criminal lineup would have been much worse. But you know, I'm not playing around the I'm not playing around the criminal lineup off Book of Wonders. That's a mistake. Yeah, these are all really bad, man. Really, really bad. I think these are honestly the most generally useful because these are like really synergistic. If we don't have plays, these are really expensive and bad. So probably go here. I'm actually gonna keep some of this because discard Warlock can be really scary early, and having a reactive minion here is sometimes really nice. Just swing the board against some of those like 3/3s and stuff. My hero power might also be really useful too, or my robes, I guess. I mean. I think killing the 4-6 would have been the correct play. A 1-2 poison is not enough of a threat. It wasn't about it being a threat. It was about the fact that I would have had to sink damage into the 4-6 to kill it. It wasn't. The choice was not, hey, this 1-2 is scarier. The choice was, if I run a Park Panther into the 4-6, I have to either attack or Moonfire it, which limits my ability to go for reach, which means, again, I slow down my race condition. It's just a trade-off, guys. Anytime your argument is that the 4-6s beat us, that's a bad argument because there weren't 4-6s. There was one 4-6. And I maintain that 1-4-6 would not have beat us in that game. It wouldn't have mattered, right? Just the 1-4-6 doesn't win the game there. It's a really meaningless card. It doesn't win. Now 4-4-6s win, but that's the hindsight part. You can't account for the 4-4-6s because that is not a natural sequence of events. In fact, an incredibly unlikely sequence of events. So I just don't want that to be the argument, right? Oh my God, they discarded Wand. I mean, they're probably right that they don't need it, but I do have Greybow. So perhaps they could need it. It's possible. Let's go ahead and pounce here once. I think drawing the card could be interesting right now. Looming Presence, okay. Yeah, see, I disagree that the two damage Moonfire is not worth much, because you've seen how many really close breakpoints we've had this entire run. We've been like 1 point or 2 points every game. Like we have exact lethal, or we're 2 off, or so I guess that would be that's debatable certainly, but I would maintain that 2 is really, really important, because I feel like we've been pretty close so often. I would be unwilling to toss 2 as readily as you guys. But hey, we're allowed to disagree. It's fine. As long as we acknowledge that both plays have merits. I hate the notion that when people say something like, oh, that is absolutely incorrect type stuff, right? That always bugs me, which I don't think you guys are saying for the record. I think you're fine. Just, I don't want that to be the discourse. Do we maybe just go for Guff now because we can, and it's just really big and awkward? Is there any punishes there in Warlock? Like anything they would use to heal off of it that scales? Like Vampiric Fangs, maybe? We've got Wand. Are we deep enough that they can have Vampiric and Wand? I think so, right? Yeah, they can get Vampiric on their early treasure, probably. Let's just trade off cleanly with the Park Panther in this case, then. And do we hero power? That puts me at 7. I would have 12 next turn. 7 puts them at 15. Like, does coin hero power create any additional outs this turn? I guess let's trade and see what the math says. I gotta think about the math here. So we're at 5. If we go to 7, they're at 15. This is 12, and that's all I'd have the mana for next turn. I guess this can kind of also be hero power next turn by the same logic, right? Let's wait in that case. All right. So if we can use this to finish, basically, I think we play around some potential healing outs. Worried about taunts, so losing the Park Panther would be a good way to get through taunts sometimes, but doesn't seem to be the case right now anyway. Moon Touched, hero power is pretty good. We can go ahead and do a guidance too, probably. Overload here matters a lot, so I'm just going to take the good card. Yeah, let's just take the good card here. Let's see what we got. We got 12, 14. I can actually Feral Rage instead of hero power as well. So what is that? 16? The file doesn't seem bad.
We're not done.
Animator is Dark Pact. Okay, that's certainly not enough though. All right, cool. Nice, dude. Good win, guys. Oh, dude, Exerciser, I think we take. We don't have many minions, and that's a way to get extra attack at least. Ooh, Rake is not worth 2 zombies, unfortunately, even though we love Rake. All right, 7 wins, guys. Good run, man. This is a good run. Rare 7 wins these days. Win or lose, I think we got us a YouTube run, boys. Let's go, boys and gals. Apparently, Miss Kilbin's gonna join us to eat her snack. So we're probably gonna lose. She's a jinx. The biggest jinx in town, I'll tell you what. My hair's finally getting dry and getting poofy. That's how we like it. That's how we like it. My head gets oilier as my hair gets drier. Oh, Harry Poppins. Oh no. We gotta fight Harry Poppins. That's a funny name though. Kind of like Regis Gilman. Harry Poppins, but it's hairy like your hair. What is that? What's that dip? Oh, yogurt. Okay. Yeah, let's keep Worshipper. We like Worshipper's a card. If that can stick, it can be a really high-powered kind of play. We got pretzels, crackers, apples, cheese, and yogurt. Quite a smorgasbord. I love it. Oh boy, is that an ice trap, guys? Don't tell me it's ice trap, please. It's not the end of the world. This makes my life awkward. No. Okay. Good, good, good. My hair is popping like Harry Poppins? Yeah. Better than Harry Styles, honestly. Anything but Harry Styles. Take Harry Poppins over Harry Styles any day. So unfortunately, this deck's gonna have a ton of armor gain. Which is gonna make our life hard. I did not know this was in my deck. When did we grab that? Didn't remember seeing that. Ton of armor gain to work our way through. Hopefully we do strand like a lot of their cards though, because they don't, we're not playing a ton of minions, right? So they might have a hard time kind of using some of their removal and like, oh, what do I use this rancor on? That said, we kind of have a minion in hand right now, but it's definitely not mandatory. Not a snipe, okay. That's good. Moonbeast is a nice little value generator. We're gonna play Marvel as soon as this is done. As soon as we lose. I haven't checked yet. I don't know. Actually, I should check. You're right. I should check between games if we win here. All right. So Hero Power or Feral Rage both kind of get us there. Hero Power is just a real waste of mana here, but Feral Rage kind of a waste of resources. Part of me does want to hit the armor vendor here. I need to attack before attacking in case of freezing trap, right? Could also have a minion based trigger here too. I think we want to kill this just to protect our guy. In that case, I think we're just hero powering because the Feral Rage gets kind of wasted anyway. Let's just see. Freezing trap? No. What's left here? Maybe rat? Pressure plate? We didn't test there for pressure plate. I don't know what's left. What's coin 5? Oh, cold light for 5. Oh man, that's a lot of extra cards for me. Jeez. Boy, this thing has lived 100 years. How has this lived so much? How does this work with pressure plate? That's after, so it'll still work okay. In fact, we should attack face here first since we know that might be a pressure plate. Not a pressure plate problem. Okay. Let's weave in hero powers, right? And we were hitting for 11. My God, I wasn't even really trying to hit face that much. Rake is so good. I love raking. It made you laugh. I never raked in my life. Okay. Unfortunately, my hand is like all minions now, and we kind of wanted to try to avoid minions as much as we could to disable a lot of their removal. Sadly, we're gonna have to play some stuff here soon, it looks like. Park Panther, not exactly the dream, unfortunately. Moonbeast adding cards to my hand is potentially good and potentially a liability, I guess, too, depending on how you frame it. Could burn bombs. Not yet, but you know, if they're playing cold light type cards, we don't know how many of those they might have. Probably not that many, frankly. Might still just dump a Park Panther so I can hero power, right? Just because it's on curve. Maybe we do Moonbeast in that case. Park Panther has more upside later. We can stay at 9. It's okay. Kind of stresses me out a little bit, to be honest, but it's okay. This thing has got an obscene value, by the way. How much damage has this done? I think it's attacked for 5, basically, what, 3 turns? Turn 4, 5, and 6. It hit for 2 and gave me 3. It's a 15 damage card right now. It's crazy. Solar is obviously very good news. So we're getting close to like lethal setups actually, because Guff is 8, they're at 19. Like Solar Feral's 8 again. I do wish these guys had charge now, but sadly they got rush, remember? Astalor, that's a decent Park Panther target, yeah? Park Panther Dreaming Drake here, maybe? Kind of hate not hero powering again, but... just a fun, I don't think it's too loud, it's just a funny sound. Sound like you were breathing really heavy, like you were really enjoying it. Like you were like really like no. All right, we still don't know what this is, man. Motion denied, rat trap, I guess, are the same trigger, right? We're playing 2 cards per turn for a while here. That's eventually gonna go off, but hopefully it happens when they're just dead, right? So Solar Feral's 8, Guff is 8. That's a taunt, which is always annoying, but currently Druid of the Claw kind of sort of solves it. Actually, you know, Cenarian Ward might be good on that too. Just buff this up and go. Because this is only 5/4. Earthen Scales. Quite enough there for that clean trade. Feels really bad in this deck to play a Cenarian Ward, I think, is my only real hesitation. Moonlit Guidance into Rake would be cool, but we already used it. Can I really play a Cenarius for 2? Did I say Cenarian Ward earlier? You know what I meant. Just for a clean trade and another body? Oh, that feels so bad to me. But nothing else is clean on this. Solar Scales? It doesn't open up any other good play is the problem. I'd rather use it for damage, I think. I think it's this. It's just bad. It's really bad. I'm gonna save the Goff and save other stuff and just do this. It opens up only 2 face damage is why I don't like this play, but it's okay. We have some time against the bombs. Number 1, our deck's just really big. Number 2, we've gained a lot of life, so we can try to whittle them down over time. One thing I've definitely seen this deck do is kind of run out of steam a little bit. They just kind of run out of value. So does Greedy Gains max at 10? Yeah, so their Astrolur's 10. Okay. Doesn't really tell us a lot, but tells us a little. Ooh. That's 16 now. That's obviously nuts. Do we just do that now? Like, just put them on the back foot here a ton? Hit for... Actually, how much is that? 7 plus 16? Is 23? It's not really close, but it probably gets us close to lethal setup, right? Or if they focus on removal, then we probably just win off damage next turn, right? I think we go for it. It's just really, really high pressure. They can't play the Astrolur yet, so they're going to figure some way out to answer all this. I mean, the 7/7 trading's not bad for them, but let's go before this gets Mutanist or something. So they're at 9, so Solar Feral attack next turn, or just even Battle Rage, I guess. Solar Feral's 8, 10. You done, Boo? Thanks for bringing me Thanks for bringing me something. Appreciate you saving me one tiny crumb. I don't need it. It's fine. We all know I don't need it. Have a good one, Boo. Yeah. Oh, Brawl? That's not too bad, really. Even if they win, we don't really care. We care about them gaining life. They don't win. Bran wins. Okay. They're going to feel like they have to kill Bran, right? Oh, that's a little bit of life, but I think with Bran alive, it is absolutely not enough. All right. Cool. Great win again, man. This deck's crazy, guys. 8 wins. Just overwhelming amount of stuff. Really crazy. Let me check if I got Shang-Chi real quick, because we're still going to stream Marvel Snap. I obviously... I want to finish this run, though. I don't want to break this run up. I think that would be incredibly rude to stop this midway through. I didn't expect us to have a banger run tonight. I'm glad we did, though. It's always fun. I did not say King. Oh, I said Shang-Chi. Oh, maybe I said that. I know I didn't say Kang-Chi. There's no way. This got demonetized. She's too sexy for YouTube. Okay, yeah. Astrolur we keep. Greybow seems wrong to keep to me. I think we just want to create a ton of pressure. Bloomy Presence might be worth a keep, but I don't love spending 3 on that, honestly. I don't think it's worth it. Okay. Lost in the Park is good. We know. Open the Doorways of Mummy Magic is definitely boar stuff. This is, again, just going to be a race to beat their boars. 100%. That's already a scary start, though, unfortunately. Yeah, I mean, I gotta go face. A Rake to tidy some of the stuff up later would be fine, but for now, let's go face. This deck, again, does have life gain with the Titan Forged Grapple or whatever. There's a few cards that can gain life in this deck that I would like to play around as much as possible. So I maybe like don't want to play a Guff early, for instance. Definitely don't want to kill their boars for them any sooner than I have to. They certainly have ways to solve that problem for themselves, but let's not make life easy on them anyway. This is probably a Feral Rage. I definitely don't want to spend this game. You know, we could go actually Claw plus Hero Power here because that makes the Feral Rage better with a Solar Eclipse later. Same amount of kind of total value and intensity here of our damage pressure, but preserves some Solar Eclipse upside maybe. So 28 to go. Yeah, Worshipper lets them start trading in earlier, which is scary, honestly. Oh my god, dude, this is how dreams die. This right here. Hopefully they don't have an activator yet, right? We haven't actually seen a board die just yet. If we could somehow get 2 Greybows out, oh my goodness. If we could somehow get 2 Greybows out, you know, maybe that would be a way to beat all this, like just alternating Greybow type stuff. Do I coin a hero power in order to maximize damage per turn? Or do I save coin later for guff? Like if I weave in a hero power, I get 2 more per turn. I think the guidance is probably better, and I think I just take 1 card here, whatever is better for us. Which is neither. Do any 2 or 3 cost beasts ever give me plays? There is that like silence beast, that 2-drop silence beast. Could maybe silence off some final boars or something. It's got to be the final wave of boars, but maybe. I don't know. I guess it would silence off the reborn here, which would still have a ton of value potentially. All right, 22 to go. This is 8, and that's it. We're out of damage. Oh my god, dude. These boars, dude. Just so gross. That looked like life gain, maybe. Oh no, killing a boar off. Okay, so 1 boar dead. Can't play Guff yet. Can't play Worshipper yet. Have to just keep trying to go over the top, I think. Oh god, Hunter's Insight. Hunter's Insight, of course. Your hand is free. Congratulations. I need like... I don't even know. Moon Touched or something. Need to test an Ice Trap here probably with coin. Not sure if that's a card they run or not, but definitely worth thinking about. That's 2 boars dead. Cenarius is utter garbage. My problem is I cannot play any cards. I can't play minions. Oh my god, bro. Maybe I could play as Astalor because only 2 can trade into the Astalor. Puts them at 16 though, which is still not in range of winning. This hand is just utter garbage though, is the problem. Oh no, I can't hero power by Astalor. Let's wait 1 more turn. I don't know, man. I think we're dead though. Oh, okay. Not a Leok, I guess. That's kind of good news. I mean, ultimately, I don't think this board matters. It's just about trying to beat the play pattern here and hope they don't hit a whirlwind, really. I mean, 1 whirlwind at the moment is not enough, of course. That puts them at 6. Oh, that makes a whirlwind enough. That's 5 that die. Then they got to kill 1 more, right? Maybe? Does the 7th one count if all 7 die at the same time? He doesn't count himself, right? The 7th one? I don't... Oh, that's spicy. That's spicy. Okay. So now they're at 6 out of 7. Can they kill the last one? No. So I technically have 1 more turn here, maybe? Does that mean I have to guff this turn, or do I have to hope they can't kill these right now? Because if I don't guff now, it's my last chance, right? I never get to guff again. There are technically some cards I can play post weapon if I guff now, but that guarantees they get the weapon. That's the problem, right? If I don't go for the guff now, there is a tiny chance that they don't have the weapon somehow. Lethal? I don't have lethal. I kind of think guff is safer, but because I can technically win off of my battle stance, right? And they might have to want to hit guff too.
Time is of the essence.
Oh, it's so... I mean, I have to think they're going to be able to kill one, right? Because they get to pick a card, and they just picked a card last turn as well. I think this is the more likely outcome, but it's actually really risky. It's really risky. I don't know. This guarantees the weapon, and if they have board clear on this, or they have a Titan Forge grapple, I just lose. But I don't know. This is a really debatable call. My argument for this play, and I think it's a pretty sound one, is that they're going to kill the boars anyway. So let's give ourselves the best chance, assuming they're going to kill the boars. And I think this does that because I have... Number one, they might have to attack the taunt, which would just kill them. Like, that would be amazing. Number two, I have Battle Stance, so I can maybe try to win a race. That's the problem card, though. That's the one we didn't want to see. I think that's game. 16's too much for me to do. 16's too much. Yeah, that's GG. That's a really tough call, right? I think you could argue either direction on that one. But I'm okay. There you go. See, they could have killed the boards anyway, so we made the right call. Just maybe not in the cards, right? Now I can still get pounces, but I'm not hitting for 20, right? That's the issue. You know, we do also have that Viper, but that is also not playable. So yeah, that's GG. Spyglass into ooze. I can't empty my hand is the problem. I can't, and it doesn't even really matter because you're still at 1. It sets you to 1, right? So it's not like you have a chance to recover once it's happening. You're still playing at a huge deficit, basically. Good game, though. I think we gave that a really good, honest try. I suspect if our hand had not been this garbage, all these like really high cost awkward minions, we would have had a better chance. Imagine if that was like a couple pounces and a rake, you know, maybe a solar eclipse. We got them to 8, so it wouldn't have taken a lot more little damage hits to make the play. Couple extra pounces get you really, really close to lethal and change a lot of their lines. Shield shatter works only with armor. Oh, that is a good point. They would have maybe had to get some armor. If the grapnel was their only way to gain armor, maybe they couldn't have killed the boars. Did we see any other cards in hand that gave them armor? Let's take a look, actually. This is curious. I still maintain, regardless, that's probably the right line. I think just given what we expect them to have and be able to discover, you kind of assume there's going to be a way to clear the boars because their whole deck is built around it, right? They have whirlwinds, they have the objective, they have all kinds of stuff. Maybe not literally whirlwinds, but you can see their hand. No, only if it's stuff they played, but they didn't play any of those cards out, I guess, did they? So we won't know for sure, but either one of these 4 cards or their hero power giving them an activator, I think is pretty likely. I'll maintain that argument. Either way, good run. Tough calls, but good run. That was nice. 8 wins out of a nowhere run.